Hi, I am Beverly Banov Brown, and this is part of my series on joyful marriage, creating enduring love now. What do I mean by enduring love? I mean the kind of love where you can't wait to get home to each other, even after years. I'm talking about the kind of relationship where you know you really have each other's back, where you know that no matter what's going on in your life, in other parts of your life, you've got somebody who's your champion, someone who sees you in your greatest, strongest light, someone who's always looking to find you doing well in life, and who will help you to identify your deepest, fondest notions and dreams and help them to make realities out of them. So, golden nugget number one. What I hear over and over again, from my days in New York City to my days here in St. Petersburg, Florida, and really from people all over America and Canada and Europe through phone sessions, is that one of the great fears that couples have is a feeling of engulfment, a feeling that they're in so far in the relationship that they're losing themselves. So, golden nugget number one, every day, check in with yourself. Where are you in the relationship? What are your needs? Are you meeting your own needs? Or are you looking too much and depending too much on your husband or wife or mate to do that for you? And once you get clear on your own needs and wants, and which ones feel healthy to ask for support from your partner with, that leads us into golden nugget number two for today. Express to each other, where are your needs not being met, and what can the other one reasonably do to help you with that? So you're not expressing it in a demanding, I want this and you have to give it to me fashion. Rather, you're expressing, in my experience, this is what I am feeling right now, and I'm wondering if we together can't look at how can we do better. Not, oh, this is wrong and that's wrong and you always do this and I hate that when you do that. No. Always building on your strengths. Always looking at how can we create a foundation that's already working and make that the point where we build up and out and around. So this is already something that I'm enjoying, and I would like it if you would do X, Y, and Z as well. How possible is that? What else is possible? How can it get even better here? And then, when you've each shared and you've reflected back what the other one has said so that you know you both have heard what was intended, golden nugget number three is to communicate to each other at least three things that you deeply appreciate about each other that you really want to amplify and expand on in your relationship. I'll give you an example. One example is this. I worked a number of years ago with clients who, when they first came to me, they were so estranged from one another, they didn't even want to be in the same room, much less my office. And they sat not on the sofa, but across the room from each other. And there I was, understandably, as the life coach, love mentor, in the middle of them. They wouldn't make any eye contact. They would only look at me. And eventually it became clear to me that they just truly had reached a point where they were no longer hearing each other whatsoever, at all. And they really were not showing each other very much respect. And when respect goes, contempt is the next step sometimes, and when that happens, it's awfully hard to salvage the relationship. Almost never happens, actually. But I sensed intuitively that there still was a caring there, a deep level of shared experience, many, many interests in common on which to build a stronger foundation, and they shared a spiritual, mutual belief, which is invaluable glue to hold couples together. So one of the things I asked them to do was to tell each other what were three main points that they appreciated about one another to begin with. And then after that, after they each heard that, and I could see their expressions softened, their eyes suddenly became willing to look into each other's eyes. Their shoulders went from up here by their ears to down here. Their whole body language changed because suddenly the energy in the room had shifted from you did this and you never do that to, oh, you appreciate that I'm a gutsy woman, and you appreciate that I've done this, this, and this in my life, and oh, and you appreciate about her husband that, for example, he's a wonderful father, he's a good provider, he's wonderful in terms of expressing his interests and his intelligence. Before they knew it, they were not only willing to be in the same room together happily, they were sitting side by side on the sofa. And I asked them to hold hands and just to look in each other's eyes. And we all were silent for a few minutes. Because in relationship, haven't you ever found this? The silences are every bit as important as the words we speak. Sometimes just to hold the other one's hand, just to feel the gentle pressure that says, I care for you. You matter to me. You have a place in my heart, is all that's needed to transform a day, a week, a month, a life. That's how important this is. So, in subsequent segments on Joyful Marriage, I'll be covering more what I call golden nuggets. I hope you'll join me. And until then, if you would like to reach me, I'm very easy to get in touch with these days. CoachHQ@gmail.com. CoachHQ@gmail.com. Stay loving. Keep listening to each other and to your own hearts. And know that you are in my very loving prayers every single day. Bye for now.